Olá para você que me acompanha aqui no canal da Mindstation BR, onde a gente fala sobre a sua mente na prática. Hoje eu tenho uma novidade para você, uma coisa diferente do que eu costumo fazer, que é uma entrevista, na verdade uma conversa que eu tive com um dos meus grandes professores. A gente tem vários trabalhos juntos, que é o Michael Carroll.
Michael Carroll, Michael Carroll. What more do you want me to say, Charles?
Já foi ex-VP da Disney, de RH, e tantas outras empresas aí no mundo das grandes corporações, trabalhou em Wall Street e tudo mais. E é uma pessoa que estuda a mente e principalmente a prática de Mindfulness e Meditação há mais de 40 anos. E o que a gente vai trazer aqui foi algumas perguntas que eu fiz para ele, em especial sobre saúde mental e sobre algumas experiências de vida, de como a gente, na verdade, vê a vida e como isso pode fazer diferença no nosso dia a dia. Espero que você goste.
What I would suggest a way of looking into the notion of health and well-being in the workplace, it really begins with, I think, a misunderstanding about stress. You know, there's a lot of talk about reducing stress. The workplace is stressful. It shouldn't be so stressful. How do we reduce stress, et cetera, et cetera? And I understand that makes sense. And it's something that I think is a worthy exploration. But I think we're framing the question incorrectly. Essentially, if we're honest about work, it's very stressful. And it's supposed to be stressful. If you look at any great athlete, if she's a tennis player, and you watch women play tennis, it's like, or any man or woman play tennis, it's like, whoa, that's intense. Excellence, achieving a level of excellence requires that we challenge ourselves in ways that create stress. I don't think we need to shy away from that. I think that's real. And that's the way it is. And it's good. Stress is not, by definition, bad. The issue here is not stress, it's toxicity. It's toxicity in the workplace. And almost invariably, a toxic workplace is about emotional dysfunction. And often, the emotional dysfunction is in reaction to stress. It's a reaction to feeling threatened, or it's a reaction to feeling disappointed, or it's a reaction to feeling bullied or misused or misunderstood. So as I say to executives all the time, there's always two agendas. There's one which is functional. We need to, manufacture a part for an airplane, right? And there's an engineering set of demands and time frames and functional review and quality control. I mean, it's a lot of hard work to be able to pull that off. So there's functional demands, or if you're a chef, preparing a meal properly, serving it on time, making sure the temperature's right. There's always a second agenda. It parallels it, which is an emotional agenda. If you're a chef, you want to do it in a way that actually gives you a sense of completion or excellence or maybe distinction or satisfaction. Or it could be the opposite, where people feel that they weren't listened to in the process of making it. And therefore they feel marginalized and angry at the chef because the chef didn't listen to them or whatever. What happens in work is we tend to want to manage the functional requirements of the job, and we all too often overlook the emotional qualities of the job. And the key in creating a healthy workplace where health and well-being is prominent is to be able to manage both those agendas in a singular way so that they inform one another. And when you do that well, the emotions actually elevate what we're trying to achieve. So that when you have a healthy environment that is not toxic, you have trust, you have passion, you have a willingness to get excited and celebrate achievements. You have a willingness to collaborate and listen to one another. So I would say if you want to promote emotional, mental, spiritual, cultural health, you need to pay attention to how you eliminate toxicity in your workplace. And that has a lot to do with helping people have healthy emotional relationships of friendship, kindness, openness, those kinds of things.